I got a big show today. Broadway Musicals. Finally. Justice for Lesa. Justice for a bow tie that works. How about that? It's going to be a big show. I'm going to do great. They're going to love me. They're going to really love me. We got Lesa Bettencourt and Sean Sypres.
Spires.
Spires?
Spires.
Oh boy. Wasn't what was in my notes. Sean Sypres, right?
Spires.
Spires.
Spires, yeah.
Sean Sypres. Sorry, it's not like I haven't known you for 100 years. Sean Sypres it is.
Tonight on the show, Sean Sypres and Lesa Bettencourt. And now, your host, Jared Isaacs.
Hi there, hey there, hello, and welcome to the Audio Roast. It's me, your host, Jared Isaacs. Thank you so much for stopping by, checking us out, and spending a little bit of your time right here with us. Josh, I already love the cane. We're going to keep it from here on out. We've got a fun show for you. No, we're not playing Monopoly. I think that'd take too long. And we'd end up in a flip table at the end of the night, and we don't need that. So what we've got is something very special that people have asked for quite some time, and we're finally here to deliver. We've got Sean Sypres, and we've got the one and only Miss Lesa Bettencourt here with us as we talk all things Broadway musicals. That's right, it's finally happening. Hashtag Justice for Lesa. Broadway Justice for Lesa, in fact. Don't forget to jump right down here and hit that subscribe button. Talking to you. There you go, thank you. You can also check out our podcast. It's an audio-only version of what we're doing right here on the show tonight. If you don't want to sit and watch us play Monopoly or do whatever fun stuff we do, that's on you. You can also support the show by going to patreon.com/audio roast. There you can find behind the stage, behind the show, behind the whatever, behind the big curtain.
Behind the curtain.
All kinds of stuff. Fun series over there called Common Grounds that we used to do. Extra bonus games, videos of Josh sleeping. It's great stuff. You'll be highly entertained. And if that doesn't suit your fancy, check out our playlist available over on iTunes and Spotify. Just search for the Audio Roast and you'll get some fun playlists of songs from shows that we've done in the past. And today. You can also check out our website, www.audioroast.com. It's your official one-stop shop for all things Audio Roast related. That's right. Might even start selling some of these fancy canes. Probably not. You can check out how the 7 songs in 7 days played out last week. You can check out sponsor links to past episodes perhaps. Josh, am I missing anything?
Merch.
Oh, merch. Yeah, you
could
put some threads on you and say Audio Roast. Throw us a few bucks. It'll help us out. We've got such a fun show. I don't want to lag down the beginning half, but I am going to say that tonight is going to be a very special show. We're giving away our very first prize to the winner of the show. Are you ready to see what it is? In honor of Broadway, we've got our very own Tony Award. Josh is responsible. That's all I'm going to say. It was his idea, his big idea.
I don't know what I was thinking.
Now it's time for everybody's most interactive part of the show.
7 songs in 7 days.
7 songs in 7 days, and it shook out like this. You guys did not make it easy for me this week. In the number 7 spot from Julia Lay Drake Cobb, we've got A Favor House Atlantic by Coheed and Cambria. Let me tell you how big of a Coheed and Cambria fan I am not. Sounds like a girl, and that's coming from me. Sorry. Number 6 spot from Scott Garmory. We've got The Return to Earth from Down Below by Oceans of Slumber. This one was the one that I told you I thought sounded a lot like gothic Alicia Keys. Still think that, but I like the song a little bit better than the last one, I think. So thank you for that one, Scott. Good stuff. Number 5 position from Doug Fuller. I Love the Dead by Alice Cooper. He's very Broadway. That song, Doug, I gotta be honest, that was like a spoken word poetry, something. I don't do that. Yeah, the chorus was kind of sung, if that's what you want to call that. So yeah, but it's Alice Cooper, so you gotta be kind of nice, or he'll be the whatever I'm trying to say. Next, number 4 spot from Chris Hankins. We've got Mr. Policeman by Brad Paisley. This one was a fun song, and this one is classic country, chicken picking, good time. Yeehaw! I dug it a lot, and it was a song that has some really fun lyrics to it, so I enjoyed that. In the number 3 spot from Christy Pressler, we've got Hail the Apocalypse by Avatar. Now, I told you I was an Avatar fan, and I dug their stuff a lot. Musically, I really, really love this song, but those vocals through the whole thing, I'm like, God, if they just would have done that more sparingly, you would have seen this in the number 1 spot. In the number 2 spot, and this was a tough one, from Nothing Witty on YouTube, Scraping the Barrel by Ailstorm. How can you go wrong with Ailstorm, man? It made me thirsty. And finally, our big winner, Cindy Lucas with Neon Grave by Dayseeker. Go check this song out. I'm telling you, you're going to love it. It's progressive, it's metal, it's soft, it's everything that you need and didn't know. Now it's your turn.
Yeah!
To use the hashtag 7 and submit your song. It could be any song from any genre, any style, or any decade, including Broadway, I guess. Just make it a song. We'll take the next 7 days, give it a listen, give it a rank, because it's Broadway, baby. We're going to take a commercial break, and we'll be back right after this.
Hey Springfield, Robert and Cheryl Crook here.
And together we are Zenlens Photo Media.
You've probably seen us around town, but did you know we also do family and children photography?
Don't forget maternity and infant sessions.
As well as senior portraits and weddings.
Please keep us in mind when you need event coverage and videography.
Check us out on Facebook, Instagram, or at www.zenlensphotomedia.com.
Or you can give us a call at 417-818-7067 and book your session today.
I have just one question. Have you thought about being a guest on the show? We are currently seeking music lovers of all kinds to join in on our fun. If you're interested in being a guest, or if you just have questions, comments, or suggestions, you can message us on Facebook or email us at theaudioroastpodcast@gmail.com. You can also submit any topics you'd like to hear discussed.
Oh, hello there. I see you've joined us for some Broadway musicals. Josh Yue, are you here with us today?
I am indeed, sir. How
Well,
are you?
I'm doing great, Just getting ready for a big show, you know what I mean? You know what I'm saying?
Big, lavish production. I would say.
Oh, we're
Yeah.
here for over the topness.
Yes.
Yeah. If there's an award to win for that, we'd win it. But instead, we're just giving it around Tonys.
Yeah. Questionable Tonys.
Which Tony was this modeled after, by the way?
Where did we buy that?
Tonys are us, of course.
Yeah. Well, we do have the big silver ball. I guess now we should have the big silver.
Yeah. It's
I don't know.
they're cousins.
Yeah. They're located near each other. Yeah.
Yeah. These are both from your neck of the woods. Oh, I just made it worse.
Oh,
there
goodness,
we go.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Straighten that tie, dude.
Yeah, you know. Holy guacamole, man. It's finally time for some Broadway. What do you think? Are you a Broadway fan?
I've been known to sing a musical number or two.
What is, I've been dying to ask you this all week.
Okay.
What is your favorite Broadway musical production?
My favorite. You got to go with Hamlet. Not Hamlet, but Hamilton, right?
Do you?
I think the music in it's pretty good.
Yeah,
There's some pretty heavy hitting songs in that.
Is the guy anything about Abraham Lincoln in it?
No.
Oh, okay.
No. Alexander Hamilton.
Alexander Graham Bell?
No, not the Graham.
You ring.
No.
Okay. No?
No, one of our founding fathers.
Oh, 4 scores and 7 beards ago.
Yeah.
Something like that. Hey, I just took a drink of some good coffee. What's in our mug?
What is in our mug? Breakfast
In
in America. And that is not the right song, dude.
It is at this point. Just
Okay,
accept
we have branded it Breakfast in America.
That's right.
Okay, so you want to know what it is?
They wouldn't even be schlepping this stuff if it wasn't for us. Let's be honest.
Yeah, I mean,
We put it on the map.
we do. No one would ever hear of classic rock coffee if we weren't
See?
putting them up there. You want to know what it is?
Yes, please.
Well, it is a light roast morning brew. No late night for this type of brew.
That's right.
It's nutty.
No, sign me up.
It's got sweet citrus and dark chocolate notes.
Oh,
Sign
dark
me up for that
chocolate,
dark
you say?
chocolate. Yeah.
Why is the white chocolate never get any love?
I don't know. I guess once you go dark, you never go back.
Moving right along.
Okay.
So Hamilton, huh?
Hamilton's pretty good. I don't know if it's my favorite. It's just it's probably the most modern, innovative one it's now. I mean,
Why has it got to be new?
I don't know. I mean, I've been in productions of Guys and Dolls, Kiss Me Kate, and Mame, and those were fun, but they're very golden era dated.
There's nothing wrong with dated.
There's nothing wrong with
You know
dated.
what my favorite one is? You probably do already.
Cats.
No.
Cats.
No, but that is a pretty good one.
I bet I won't know it. I bet it's a Sondheim musical,
It is.
and it's about the demon barber of Fleet Street.
You know it.
I know it because that's the only musical that you've ever said you could stand.
I fib about that a little bit. Okay, so I'll give you the skinny. You ready for the skinny?
You can give me the fat if you want.
Oh my god. So
You can breathe out now.
I'm ready to cut this girdle off. Like you don't know.
Oh, you having problems with your waistcoat?
Oh yeah, mate. Don't you know? It's cutting right through me gut.
Always Australian, dude. Always Australian.
One of these days I'll get it right.
Yeah.
Sweeney Todd definitely
Sweeney.
is my favorite. And I'm a big there's a lot of Sondheim stuff that I enjoy. So for me, I really thought about this a lot this week and this even the prior week in preparation for the show.
Okay.
I compare musicals a lot in my weird little head to like indie video games. Bear with me. So
Okay,
my favorite
I'm gonna
video
need some
games.
explanation on this. Go ahead.
My favorite video games are what are called AAA titles. So
Right.
big, massive
Mario Kart, stuff like that.
Yeah, Mario or Metal Gear Solid or Grand Theft Auto or
Stuff
Skyrim.
everybody
All
knows.
this, but not like I don't know, Pasta Maker 3.5. Like, no, that's not me. And same with a lot of lesser known plays. So like the top tiers, I'm probably gonna enjoy a lot. Your Chicago's, your cabarets, your you know, the gayer
Right.
the better. Sure.
You?
Yeah, you know, every now and then I dip my toes in a little.
Well, you don't want to be a stereotype.
No. See, I got to be unpredictable.
Yeah.
Mm-hmm. But yeah, no, I'm good with musicals. I really am. But I also had to play hard to get.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Yeah.
Not really. I didn't.
So are we going to start giving awards away at every show, or
Not if they look like that.
Oh, thank God.
I think we're gonna have to start having some sort of rating system with these awards.
Yeah, we're going to have to get these approved by HR or something.
Yeah. Well, I'm the only other one that works here, so I don't know. Lesa and Brian, but I'm here more often, so I would probably, if I'm not complaining, no one else should.
I mean, that's fair.
Yeah.
You are kind of our litmus test for morals around
Yeah,
here.
I'm the canary in the coal mine, if you will.
Canary in the corn.
Coal mine.
Oh, coal mine.
Yeah.
I was like, your canary's in the wrong area, buddy. Got a canary in the corn.
You don't have to make everything dirty, dude. You don't have to make everything dirty.
Well, it's not dirty. It's gay. It's musical. What are we doing with our lives?
I don't know. Should we start the show?
Oh, we should.
Okay.
We definitely should. I have a feeling we got some lengthy interviews. Just
Probably.
predicting the future and all.
Our guests are great.
Our guests are really
people.
great. And I know that the games are going to be a lot of fun. I just have a feeling they're going to be a lot of fun.
Won't be any problems at all.
No.
No.
Smooth sailing.
I'm calling it tonight. No problems.
Sailing, smooth sailing. Remix. I don't know. Don't know what I'm doing here. This coffee's got me all kinds of hyped up. Let's go ahead and take our commercial break here, Josh Yue, and we'll come back and meet our first guest. We'll be back right after this.
Classic rock coffee. It's coffee that rocks, yeah. This ain't your typical coffee shop. It's Java with attitude, baby. From the moment you step onto the stage, you'll see, hear and taste the difference. We're rocking and roasting 7 days a week with guitars, amps, lights, burning wrists and groupies. We've got the best coffee, frappes, smoothies, protein shakes, pastries and sandwiches. Oh yeah, green M&Ms if you get backstage. Come on in and get a whole lot of love. Get the idea, my babies? Even if you don't love classic rock. Well, that's impossible. You're gonna love classic rock coffee. Check us out. Located at Kansas Expressway and Sunset.
Hey, all you Broadway lovers out there. We're going to keep the show on the road and welcome our first guest. She's been an awesome help here with us at the Audio Roast. Let's go ahead and welcome back to the show, Miss Lesa Bettencourt.
Well, so this is what you look like dressed up. You look nice.
Yeah, we had to put this on tape so you can see that it's possible that I can dress up.
Okay. Well, I've seen the whole gamut and I've done the whole gamut here. I've done the show in basketball shorts and nobody knew any different. So yeah.
Yep.
How you been?
It's been busy around here.
Yeah, it has. Are you enjoying your retirement?
I am. Now, I mean, I kind of got hooked up with you through all this retirement, but that's okay.
Yeah.
We're doing great. We are now proud owners of motorcycles, otherwise known as trikes.
Okay. These are like the Can-Am.
Yes. I have a Can-Am Spider, and Brian has a Can-Am Riker. And so we are now involved with seeing the countryside from a bike. And
So do you wear like the whole leathers and the assless chaps and the whole thing, or
No, I don't have assless chaps yet.
Christmas is coming?
Yeah, I know.
Okay.
So the same leather place I'm gonna get those chaps, I'm gonna get something else.
Oh, okay. Well, I don't think I'm old enough for that. But
Oh, please.
So, where did this come from? Like, is this like something you guys have talked about? Like,
we actually
long time
haven't
ago?
talked about it at all. Brian just kind of like decided to have a midlife crisis, and came in and said, "Hey, I've decided that I want to get a motorcycle. I'm going to get a trike." And he basically told me if I didn't want him to, it was too bad because he was getting it. and made the mistake of letting me ride on it. And so I rode on it, and I was like, okay, I'm intrigued. And then I actually had to go to the store to help sign off for his bike.
Right.
And while there, the guy sold me one. And so basically, I put it, Brian has the sports car bike. I have the Cadillac bike, and that's the only way it would have to be.
Oh.
You know?
So
What
when you
can I
say
say?
the Cadillac, what do you mean by that? Like it's
Means
got the
it's
North
got
Star
every-
engine and
it's got everything you can possibly
all the bells and
imagine.
whistles.
Oh,
Gotcha.
it has
so it's not
heated-
stock. It's
heated seats, heated throttles.
so this is okay. So if riding motorcycles
Be careful.
if riding motorcycles is the equivalent of camping, you're glamping.
Basically.
Right. I mean, you got 3 wheels instead of 2. You've got heated seats. You're not.
Exactly.
Yeah. Okay.
Stereo. Yeah.
Man, you got it made in the shade.
That's right. Because
Okay.
I deserve it.
Well, I would agree. So do you guys? Where do you go? Where do you like to ride? Have you found favorite spots?
every weekend we go with a group of friends of ours, and we go. We just finished yesterday going to Eureka Springs. We've been up to Kansas City. We have been. There's a ferry down in Arkansas that you go down there, Peel, the Peel ferry, and you basically ride down there and take the ferry across and then come back up. And so we've been a lot of places. We're going to take it to, I think, Indiana. We're going to go to Indianapolis, not for the 500. We do that separately, but we are going to take it to Indy. We're probably going to take it to Colorado and do Pikes Peak.
Oh man, that'll be nice.
And so, yeah.
How long do you think you could drive on one before you're like, okay, I'm ready for a van or a car or something?
No, yesterday was the longest ride we took, and it was probably 7 hours.
One way or both?
No, both.
Yeah.
All together. But I mean, the only real difference as far as I'm concerned with the motorcycle is you just take more stops just to rest, to get off of it. So that's the biggest difference. Other than that, it is a dream for me because I just put my music on in my helmet and take off and go. And we can talk to each other.
Okay, so you've got like the CBs going and the whole thing.
So we can talk to each other, but what happens is
what's
you
your
interrupt the
CB
person.
name?
I don't have a CB name.
This is bull. All right.
Yes.
Well, there's that. What was your favorite production that you did while you were teaching?
Oh my gosh, that's a hard question.
Is it like picking your favorite children? Is that what this question is?
It is, really. Okay, so my favorite of all times that I would direct forever and ever and ever and ever and ever is Godspell. I love Godspell. I have been privileged to direct it 5 times. Every show, and even shows that I've seen, there is something about that show. And even if you have a group of kids that never knew it or understood it or a cast that didn't quite get it, I have every production I've seen, and I've heard this from so many people, there's something special about it. And you feel it by the time you've gotten through doing it and producing it and getting it. There's something so special about it. And I feel that. I love it. The beauty of Godspell, too, is that John Michael Tebelak and Stephen Schwartz wrote it, and Stephen Schwartz obviously did not believe in the resurrection, but he wrote it to where you could finagle it to where there was a resurrection intentionally. So that goes along with this story. The two of them made the decision when they wrote that play that they were going to allow for creative license as long as you didn't change the words to the music and the storyline itself, you could have creative license. So
almost like a movie with an alternate ending, basically. Yeah.
So I had two of the productions that I did were as written during the late 60s, early 70s, where it was the hippie movement, and I did it like that. The third one was where they were in a prison, had a prison break, and Jesus is trying to convince them to come back and go along on the right path. The fourth one that I did was, I was trying to remember how we did that. And I can't remember. I knew I was going to get to that where I could remember, but I can tell you about the fifth one because it was the last one. And the last one we did, obviously we did as a drama class. Jesus was the new drama teacher. And everything that he taught them, he did in the form of a game. So when I was staging it, we would stage each parable with a drama game.
Okay.
And that's how we would do it. And then what I did to explain it to the kids, and this is key that I tell everybody how to explain it to them, because when you explain it to students and they get it, that's how powerful a show becomes, because they understand and they can buy into it. So what I did is I was talking to them about, they understood all the part about the drama games and the everything. And then what happens is I told them, I said, when we come back, the really serious song at the very beginning of the second act is when, essentially, it's when Jesus is in the marketplace. But in here we do something different where he is in the crowd of prostitutes and sellers and all of that. And anyway, I said to the kids, I said, he's trying to get the point across to you guys that, hey, something bad's about to happen and I need for you to get serious. And the kids don't like that. They've loved the games and they've wanted to keep doing the games. So he agrees to play one more game with them. And then he says that at the end of that game, he says, I'm leaving you. I'm going to go away. And I know this because somebody has turned me in. And I said, so the administration's going to get rid of him. And I said, so we get to that point and finally the administration comes and you realize that it's one of your beloved students. And he goes through all that, and I said, but here's the difference. Yeah, they're going to get rid of him, but we're not in America. We're in Russia. He's going to die.
Wow.
And so that set up for the kids. Once they figured that out, it set up for the perfect ending. Anyway, I say all that because Godspell is an incredible piece. I love that piece. It is my favorite. I would have done it as my last show. Thank you, COVID.
Right.
But we, and I would have done it as a political campaign.
Gotcha.
Jesus versus Judas.
There you go.
But I didn't get to do that. Anyway.
Speaking of didn't get to do, what is a production that you wish you could have done but weren't able to for whatever reason?
I threatened to do Rocky Horror Picture Show.
They wouldn't let you?
No.
Gee, I don't know why.
Because I would have been fired, but I threatened to do it my last year, and what I was going to do is that I was just going to tell the kids that I was going to say, we're just having auditions and letting them show up, and then cast it. And then when they all came in and say, hey, by the way, we're doing Rocky Horror. So it's my favorite show. I would have loved to have done that.
Yeah.
But no, I didn't get to do that.
So is that your favorite musical?
No.
Oh, what's your favorite musical then?
My favorite musical is Godspell, but my favorite show that I did, I want to plug this because it's a great show and I would like to see more high school students do it.
Okay.
It's called Big River, and it was not Big River, Big Fish. Big Fish.
Oh yeah.
Big Fish. It was a movie, and then they made a musical out of it. Oh my gosh, it is the most incredible story. It is about a father who's on the road all the time, and he's a salesman, and he's never home. But when he comes home, he wants to make time up with his son, and he tries to tell him these outlandish tales of meeting kissing a mermaid, and meeting a giant, and landing in a circus. And it is the most incredible thing. What you don't realize is that the son keeps saying, you've never really talked to me. When the son finally grows up, the son says, you've never talked to me. You've never told me the truth. And the son finally says, I just want the truth. And so the father tries to tell him, but they are true if you read through them. He was trying to do the parables or the morals of the fact that you could be a giant in personality. And we purposely had a kid that was shorter on stilts play the giant.
Okay.
And so that when he comes out and reveals himself, he's really short. And the point being is that he was a giant in heart and saved the city.
Yep.
And that the mermaid was just this beautiful lady that was at the carnival. And anyway, it was teaching life lessons. And my favorite song from there is To Be a Hero and write your own story.
There you go.
And I love that. So Big Fish is an incredible musical. We got to do that. That was another one. We were one of the first to do it. And it was amazing. And I love that show. And I wish a whole lot of people would do it.
Yeah, I think that's a good one. And that's, I agree with you. It's got a lot of life lessons in there. If you're tuned into it, there's a lot in there. Yeah.
And I think that's so this is going to start me off on something, but I don't mean to, but I am. That's why art is so important in education, because art helps to teach these lessons that most people aren't teaching anymore. You know, being in theater, being in opera, being in band, being in choir, being in orchestra, you have to learn how to work together. You have to learn how to communicate, whether it be in music or words or acting. You have to be able to problem solve.
Right.
And I used to tell my kids, and they would figure that out very quickly. You're going to be in a cast of people here, and you're not going to love every one of these people. But you're going to have to figure out, for the sake of the story and telling the story, how you're going to like that person.
Yep.
And so, if you
Plus,
look at,
I think a lot of times too, and I've learned this from being in bands and from doing productions in high school. You might have a little bit of a rift or a beef or whatever with somebody, but doing something together creatively will either you kind of overlook that, or you'll just create a new chapter of friendship. And yeah, there's something special. There's something to that.
And so I'm really a big advocate right now for everybody to understand how important it is to keep the arts in school.
Yep.
Because not only, I mean, everybody, I would get frustrated when I would teach, and I would have a teacher from English say, well, it's just drama class. They don't need to they need to come take a test for me. I just need to take them out of your class. No, I don't want you to take them out of my class, because there's two things going on. One, they're learning those life skills. But two, this is their break from that heavy mental education, and this is giving them a chance, that creative side, to give them the break and to open up their mind and to expand their horizons, so that relates to what you're teaching. Yeah.
Well, our substitute stage manager over there is telling me that we're out of time, so I'm going to give you a couple of famous options here. Okay. I'm actually going to give you free reign. Which of all the things that I've offered before would you like to do? Big shiny ball, make something out of Play-Doh.
No, I've already got something in the big shiny ball.
You do?
So I can't do that. No, I'm not doing Play-Doh, because you're dangerous with Play-Doh.
No, I had some in store that was actually going to be kind of...
I'm really good at awkward pauses, so let's do that.
Lesa Bettencourt, everybody.
Hey guys, it's Dominic Gabriella.
And I'm Adam Bass.
I am Karina.
Ron Preston here.
I'm Nikki. And we are here on the scene at Mother's Brewing Company at Area 71, the Outland Ballroom at Odyssey Lounge. You know what time it is. But you know what time it is. You know what time it is. It is time for us to let you know what our top picks are for this upcoming weekend and week. So let's get to it. So let's get to it. So let's get to it.
Welcome back. Glad that you're still around. We're going to keep the production progressing. Say that one time slow. We're going to go ahead and welcome our next guest. We've got a lot in common. We've known each other for a long time. Please welcome the one and only Sean Sypres.
Are you drinking from a measuring cup?
Yeah, of sorts. I like tea, and I brought my own.
Okay, well. The secret's in the
Good
sauce,
stuff.
they say.
Woo! Good stuff.
Yeah.
Hey, Jared.
Hey, buddy. How are you, man?
Good.
Good.
It's great to be here. I cannot believe you were drinking coffee at this hour, but wait a minute. Is this like a different time?
No, it's Sunday evening. I mean, that seems like an appropriate time to drink coffee. Yeah.
Everything's fine. Everything's
Yeah.
fine. Yeah, so I dressed up tonight, Jared, because I don't know if you recall, but many a year ago, we were in a karaoke competition together.
Yes, we were.
Oh!
Delilah.
Yeah.
I remember.
Not necessarily the Delilah.
Not the radio.
No,
yeah,
not
yeah.
the
But that's where I always go because
right.
That's
So
the
yeah,
trash
no,
that I am.
I sang Tom Jones' song Delilah. My, Delilah. Why, Delilah. And you sang some Axl Rose, right?
I don't need your Civil War. Except for sound way better than that. But yeah, that was in 2007. 15 years ago.
Yeah, so Jared got first place. I got second place. He made like, so yeah?
It was $1,000.
$1,000.
There's no way in hell that I beat Sean Sypres. Here's why I won, though. We were in a bar. So they were like, Guns N' Roses, yeah. What is this crooner stuff?
No. It all truly came down to, and my mom told me, she was like, you didn't wear a costume.
Right. You didn't stuff your pants.
You gotta dress up. You gotta be, and the older I get, the more I really do truly believe in that you have to. You've got to be. You've got to put on a show at all times. You've got to dress up. You've got to do that. It was what's his name who died? There's so many comedians who died recently. I can't even think of big guy. Louis
Anderson.
Louis Anderson. Yes. There's this clip of him on. I don't know what show he was on. It wasn't Conan, but it was
Family Feud.
It was a Family Feud.
No, he was. No.
Yeah, yes, he was. But no, he was talking about how you just have to twirl, and just even as a really big person, how you just, it's just like you have to twirl, and he said something like with Osama bin Laden, if or some other, some person who in an oppressive country, if they were just able to just occasionally just twirl, they would.
I'm going to write that down.
Right. They would be able to just kind of let go of things and just be like, twirl. Really, if you haven't seen that clip.
Let me twirl. Okay, yeah. Just
twirl. Just twirl. When it gets really rough, when it gets...
Dude, now we know our final thoughts when we do the show on Sunday. Just twirl.
Just twirl. Whew.
I'm going to get license plate that says just twirl.
Just twirl.
That may be a bad idea still, even in 2022.
Twirl.
Yeah, no, so same kind of philosophy for me. In fact, I will say this. I do kind of pride myself on, and I don't know how true this is or isn't, but I pride myself on it because of my ignorance. I like to think that I was the first one to take to karaoke like a wardrobe, and we're going to make a show out of this. It's not just, hey, you're going to get up and do your song, that kind of thing. My philosophy on that is a lot like Louis Anderson minus the twirl, in that you get one shot, right? Like you can put in however little or however much work up until that night, but that night you've got one shot to give it your all. And it was like, okay, well then shorty shorts and costume changes is where I'm going with it. So yeah, based on talent alone, there's no way I deserve to win that.
I mean that's thank you for being you. I mean, really, that's. I don't want to say you taught me something, but I mean, really, you have to put on a show. You have to there's just not there's not enough people doing it anymore. There's not
people want to be entertained, you know, like
and people do want to be entertained.
Yeah.
You're absolutely right. They want to be taken out of everything that we are in. I mean, and I don't even care if we're talking about a rock, night, a night of rock down at the Rock. That's not even a place.
At the Rock Bar.
At the Rock Bar. Or if they are going to the opera, if they're going to...
I mean, this is 15 years ago when gas was like $1.25. So, I mean, it wasn't even that life was that bad. But they still want to escape.
But even to this day, it's just like we that is our job as entertainers is to
escapism.
It's escapism, but I think it's also I think it's something beyond that. I think it is I mean, there's a lot of this side and that side and this side and that side, but when we have a play, a musical, when we have a show we can go to and we can all celebrate together in whatever it is, it's not about a specific there's just that thing that we're saying, but it can be that way. It can be that way, and even absolutely with musicals, you can have one specific thing to say, and it can be a moment where we all come together through music in that way. So yes, thank you for bringing that up earlier, Lisa. It's one of those things that absolutely can happen. But even in any type of live music, I mean, it's a I mean, it's a gut experience. It's something that we need, but it absolutely brings us together.
Yeah,
it just brings us together.
It really does. And I'll say this, not anything to do with tooting my own horn. It's not that. I love the fact that you said that I taught you something, because that was never one of my boxes that I was like, I'm going to check this on this night that I've got to teach somebody something. But the fact that you're a seasoned enough, not just performer, human being, to know that you can learn from anybody at any time if you're open to it, speaks volumes about you as a person.
It's
because you had way more stage experience than I did at that point. I was just a drummer in a few bands before that, hiding behind a big drum set. That was literally the first, like, okay, I'm going to get out there and perform and use some of what I used to do in high school and theater and stuff.
And you kicked ass. I mean, that was at a time when I had not. My first child wasn't even born. I was back and forth between Vienna, Austria, and here.
Yes.
I was literally
living
over there for
had
3
just
months
came
at a
back.
time, and just back and forth.
That's why I was like, man, the hell with this $1,000. I never traveled the world.
You know what I want a
gift certificate or something?
No, it was like it came in a nice box. It was poker chips. I don't know where those poker chips are now, but I did win some poker chips.
Oh my gosh.
I didn't even play poker, but I don't know. Somebody has them somewhere.
I would like to thank the Academy of Poker Chips. Yeah. You know what's funny about that? So last week on the show, we had Johnny Cross on from Cross Entertainment. Yeah. And I learned that Johnny Cross started Cross Entertainment because of Austin Kittleman, who was the host that night.
Right.
And it turns out that Austin is actually getting ready to get back into things. So now that he is, I'm going to talk to him one-on-one and say, hey, this poker chip business, get a different sponsor. Get a bar tab or something.
Yeah, a bar tab or just like, I don't know, a dozen bananas.
Right.
That's something that I can use.
So do you play poker a lot with these, or are these like in a coveted Holy Grail spot on the mantle?
I don't know. There were fingerprints on them. Somebody
Wait, so they weren't even new? They were used? Oh my God.
Yeah. I mean, somebody came by and was like, oh, these are nice. And I was like, okay, here. It was great. But, we all
That's hysterical. I
that's
remember
it.
that.
I mean, 12, 15 years ago, we all could have used $1,000. I mean, even now we could use $1,000.
No,
yes.
Yeah, definitely. Yeah, when we were all in our early 20s back then, it was like, oh yeah, $1,000 went a long ways. So what are you up to now? We've got the past out of the way. What are you up to now?
Yeah, well, I'm running the Ozarks Lyric Opera. So my brother and I have been running it for 8 years. I know, opera.
Nice. You come from a whole family of performers and stuff too.
Yes, my sister's on Broadway and My parents are both music. They are retired music teachers and theater teachers, and basically, my brother performs all over the world. He makes a lot of money.
Yeah.
He makes a lot
That's
of
awesome.
money doing opera at the biggest venues in the world. But we're all from Mansfield. We're all from down where you're from. We're here from the Ozarks. And even though he makes a lot of money, and even though my sister's on Broadway, this is what we do. We run this company together, and my sister's coming back for a production this fall, and this weird musical theater / opera, creepy. There's a doll that possesses a girl, which is a totally new opera that we're doing September 30th and October 1st at the Gilloys, the historic Gilloys Theater,
Nice.
with an orchestra.
No kidding. Wow.
Yeah. And so, but again, it's just this is what we do. Because we were forced into doing this at a young age from my mother and father. They were like, "You're gonna go work for your mill this weekend. We got a funeral on Friday. We got a Lions Club on Saturday. We got this. We got a mall opening over here at the Northtown Mall.
I got some new costumes. We're just gonna try them on. Yeah, I've known your parents for a long time. You and I, it's so funny. As we're sitting here talking, I'm like realizing, like, just checking more and more things that you and I have in common.
Yeah.
We're both the teacher's kid.
Yeah.
Like as you're talking, I see, your mouth is speaking like this, but your brain is going like crazy, like mine. And it's like you gotta filter things. And okay, these are what I'm trying. Right. We are so much the same. It's scary.
Yeah, no.
Except for I can't do opera at all.
Well, no, but I mean, but still, you went into you're doing this podcast. You're producing shows. You're still performing. It's just like we need more of these people, and I know that they're out there. I know that they are listening to this. I know they come to your shows that you produce, that you sing out, or whatever else. There are people. I mean, from Mansfield, you're from Ava, and it's like we had Springfield Little Theater, and it was like, oh, that was something that we can attain. It's something we needed to go to. We had when we got older, because we had a record. It was like, oh, I heard Mario Lanza sing this, and I want to be really good. I want to be an opera singer, and so when we were in high school, I was a senior, and my brother was a junior. We did our first performance with the Springfield Regional Opera, which is now the company that I'm running. That was back in '96, it was just like, again, Springfield. I say this again and again. Springfield is this mecca, this arts mecca for all of these hillbillies out there that see. Oh, we can go do that, because those people are out there.
They want to tell you it's Branson, but it's actually Springfield.
It is.
Yeah.
It is. And there's
Branson
kids.
is for carnies. Springfield is for the. No, I'm kidding.
Branson is. I don't know if I can.
I didn't say
totally
that. Let me put that right back here in my mouth.
But there's some great people down in Branson, but yes.
Yeah, absolutely.
Okay.
There really is.
Yes.
But you're spot on. I was actually interviewed on another podcast on the Unsung Screamers, and one of the things that I kept going to was things that I thought were out of my grasp or tangible. And what you just said about Springfield is like, oh, Little Theater, or all these things, and it's like, I don't know why I didn't think, well, why not the Fox and St. Louis, or why not wherever? But it was like Springfield's right there. It's right at my fingertips. So I'm going to ask you this. Why are you still in this area, being as talented as you are, having your family going all over the place, performing and stuff? What made you decide, I'm just going to stay here in Springfield? I'm not going to move to Sydney and get a residency at the Opera House or something.
Well, Jared, that's a good question. Thank you. It really came down to the fact that my girlfriend got pregnant. That's what happened at the time.
Mm-hmm.
And here I am, and we're going back in time here.
If I could turn back time.
I found a way out to back. Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what it came down to. But my ex-wife Kim, love her and her husband Randy dearly, and they're wonderful. And I've got a family of my own. With my wife Kate, and we're raising
who
kids
I recently
here.
met, and she is an absolute sweetheart.
Yeah, she is.
Yeah.
She's fantastic, and my parents are still here. We all work together every day. We're raising kids, and but no, I mean.
So the answer is family.
It's family.
It's the same for me.
It's absolutely family. There's, and also, I mean, I got to say this because. We have here in Springfield, we have an opera, we have a symphony, we have Springfield Contemporary Theater producing, wonderful things, Springfield Little Theater producing wonderful things, Springfield Ballet, we have all these, and I mean, truly, to have a metropolitan area that is as small as we are, to be able to have all of those arts things.
Yep.
The Ozarks is, we're different people. We're kind of private, and we're kind of like, I'm better than you at that.
Right.
We're always thinking that in our head. We're like, you did that, but I'm a little better. We're very proud in those ways. But we're able to do that, and we have all of these. These silos, these organizations that are producing art and good things here for not again, it's not just Springfield, it's the entire Ozarks, which is huge, which goes out. I mean, KY3 goes out everywhere, and they're able to put out something, and it's like, oh, I hadn't heard about that or whatever, and it's like, I need to get up to Springfield to do that.
I think we've got a great community as far as they're open to the arts and stuff. It's not like, that's not really my cup of tea. There's a big audience for that around here. People they appreciate when it's good. They appreciate good art stuff.
Well, I mean, and again, you look back in the day, there used to be like jam sessions at every small town. Those have kind of gone away. Some of them still exist, but music has been a part of the Ozarks, and that kind of traveling Scots Irish type of fiddling or guitar, the storytelling through music, that's always been a part of it. And despite the fact that not a lot of those jam sessions exist anymore, we do have a place like Springfield where we can still tell stories like that through music, and thank goodness.
Yeah, for sure, that's very true. Speaking of stories through music, I'd be very remiss if I didn't ask this one. What was it like replacing Dan Fritz in Machine Gun Symphony?
Oh, that sweet moment. Barely remember it, but yeah.
What was it like musically? Let's take that from a musical standpoint. Was it like a challenge because it was a lot different, or did your background lend you to that automatically?
I was ready. I was ready to sing. I was not ready for a full-on crotch grab within the first 15 seconds of me singing.
I'm sorry, but I had to.
And it wasn't. It was a duck.
It was a goose honk.
It was a goose honk. That's all it was. I don't remember much anything after that. I don't know what happened.
Forgot the words. Forgot everything. Yeah.
Yeah. That was an experience.
That wasn't in the liner notes.
I've never had that happen before. Yes, just ma'am.
Right.
Please.
Really? Is this where we're at?
Yeah. And, that was in my thoughts for in my staring at her for a second, and then I don't know what happened after that. Yeah. That's other than that, it was he called me Tits McGee, I believe was
was your big MGS stage name?
Yes, it was.
So original. Should have been Goose McGee.
It should have been Goose McGee.
That's what we'll start calling you from now on. By the way,
Dan, he is there a better performer?
I'll say this much: the band got way better once they got you. Dan is screaming at the camera or at the TV right now.
No, there is not a more complete performer than Dan. I mean, truly.
Yeah.
We
see, he and I have had this thing where it started as a beef for over 10, 12 years.
Yeah.
We did the whole kiss and makeup thing.
Yeah.
But I looked at that through the wrong lens. I looked at that through the vocal performance, and I'm like,
right,
ugh.
right.
But he had the piece that I didn't have, which was the performer side.
Yeah.
So
he
was kind of my like, okay, you gotta look at this for the whole picture here.
Yeah, that's it. It's about that life thing. I was in
especially in that genre.
Oh, absolutely. So I started out with just singing at funerals and weddings, and we had our patriotic medley, we had our gospel medley. But when I was also doing opera for the first time as a senior, we started a Christian ska band called Hot Stove.
That's amazing. Everything about that is amazing.
Yeah. My brother was in it. He played trumpet. I played trombone. The other, I don't know where.
Did you record any of this?
Yeah, no. There's an album. Yes, there's an album.
Dear God, please tell me it's on Spotify.
It's not. One of our members, former members, because we're not together anymore.
Right.
He has.
We're gonna have to do a
YouTube
VH1 behind the music on you, by the way.
Yes, I will share it with you because all of the songs are on YouTube.
Okay.
They're not all Christian related, but they're there's one about a guy named Fred and his magic van. There's one literally about a bee. We just sing about a bee who is our friend.
Oh, Mansfield. What an inspiration.
Right. But it's so we looked up to, Dan. It was like, they're on the MTV.
Yeah.
And there was a night, I think it was a Steak and Shake. It was either on I don't remember. I'm thinking it was on the one near downtown on St. Louis, where we
the OG.
Where we approached him, and Dan would know better, but we were just like, you're not worthy,
right? Yeah.
Because I mean, really, that was. Why a lot of the band that started, why they did what they did,
right.
And it was like, oh, we can do this, and we can sing about this, and for better or worse, we're doing other things now, and not in Christian ska bands, but Dan is always is going to be like golden god.
He's going to be on the mantelpiece right next to the poker chips. I just see it coming.
No, like up there with
like come on, he's already got fingerprints and he's already used and abused.
With Mario Lanza and Herb Alpert and the Tijuana Taxi and what was the other one?
Tijuana Taxi.
And the Chipmunks.
Tijuana Brass.
Yeah, the Tijuana Brass. Yeah, sorry. And the Chipmunks sing the Beatles, which is how we learned to sing harmony at a young age. Yes.
Really?
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
It's very clean with the when the Chipmunks sing the Beatles, it's like you can hear all of those,
all the parts.
Like, boop 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 boop. You
I've got my homework.
Figure it out.
That's my homework. I'm writing that down
too.
too.
Really, we had the LP, so maybe that made a little bit of difference that way. So yeah, he's right up there.
They say don't meet your heroes, man. That's all I'm gonna say.
Yeah.
Well,
yeah.
we've got some games and stuff that we're gonna play.
Yes!
Are you for some games? Are you a gamer?
Yes, I'm not a very good gamer, but I'm up for anything. I did want to mention to you though.
Okay.
I know because this is about musical theater.
It's about you.
Well, so musical. My favorite musical of all time was written by Trey Parker. I don't know if you've seen it. Cannibal the musical. Have you seen it?
No. Sounds amazing. Sounds metal AF.
Trey Parker, who is the one. I mean, he's the genius behind South Park.
Okay.
So, and he's done some other wonderful songs. By the way, if you haven't seen the 25th anniversary of the South Park concert with Primus and Ween.
I actually just watched it not too long ago.
Fantastic,
Yeah.
right?
Yeah.
I mean, amazing. But so he dropped out of the University of Colorado to do this musical.
Yeah.
Trauma Pictures. Do you know Trauma? Who did Trauma did yes, thank you. The Avenger,
Toxic Avenger?
Toxic Avenger, and just a lot of other just horrible exploitation films from the 80s with explosions and just really inappropriate things. They picked it up, and I think it was 1998 or 99. Everybody go seek out Cannibal the Musical by Trey Parker. It's phenomenal. That is my favorite musical. It is an homage to Oklahoma. Seek it out.
All right.
Seek beauty.
Sounds wholesome. Sounds very wholesome. All right, so before we end this interview, I'm going to give you a few options here. So we can do an awkward pause, which I feel might be a good thing. Or we can make something out of Play-Doh. We can, what else can we do? We can do a big shiny ball. I like how I just pointed to it and gave it away. Or we can go 2 out of 3 Rochambeau.
2 out of 3 Rochambeau.
Are you familiar with Rochambeau?
Yeah.
Really? Wow. Most people don't know what they're doing. Don't be mad if I beat you.
No, I know. There's a...
Again.
There is... I know there's a technique to it, and while I have a technique to my voice and everything, everything else in life, I'm just like, I don't want to have a technique because I've been unlearning my operatic technique for a long time. So
unlearning it?
Yes.
Okay.
I want to be in the moment.
I love that.
I want to be here.
Yeah. All right.
So okay.
All right. Let me move this out of the way.
So is this a?
Yep. Okay. Ready? Sean Sypres. Everybody.
Hey musicians, do your shows need that extra layer of fun and excitement? Wow your fans with next level production and let Sunset Productions help you up your game. We can create custom and unique sound, lighting, and video packages designed just for you and your budget. Let's work together and give our community the shows they deserve. For more information, contact Jared Isaacs at sunsetproductionsspringfield@gmail.com. You can also check us out on Facebook and Instagram at Sunset Productions. Sunset Productions. Don't be a jukebox. Be an experience.
We've made it to the game center. I brought Lesa, I brought Sean, and this is the first game that we're going to play here tonight. First line of the song. Oh, yeah. So, this is how it's played. We're going to give you the first line of a song, and we need you to tell us what the name of the song is and what production it came from. I don't care about who wrote it. That's normally what we would do, but we're doing something special this week. So it's a very hard game, so because of that, we're going to give you some lifelines, okay? Josh, why don't you tell the fine folks at home what their lifelines are?
There are allowed one lifeline per song, but that's kind of loose rules. We're very gracious on that. But you can choose from sing the first line.
I'll sing the first line to you.
Yeah.
Gotcha.
Read the second line.
I'll read the second line to you.
Artist initials.
I'll tell you the artist initials.
You can ask the audience.
You can ask Brian.
You can ask Brian.
Don't
Or-
ask the audience.
You can peek at the producer.
Hey, pod boy.
Hey.
Yeah. So, clear as mud?
Sure.
Got it.
All right. So whoever can buzz in first will get an opportunity for some points. You get a point for each. A point for knowing what production and knowing the name of the song.
This is like whose line is it anyway? You don't get anything for winning.
Right.
Gotcha.
Yeah.
Okay.
All right. So let's check out our first
It's
song.
Pride, yeah.
Did I abuse her or show her disdain? Lisa.
It's from Into the Woods, and it's. Oh man, I just had it. Hang on. Oh man, it's the Prince's song from Into the Woods.
Mm-hmm.
I don't think it's tragedy. Is it tragedy?
3, 2, 1. Chance to steal, Sean.
Agony!
Far more painful than yours. High in the tower, she sits by the hour, maintaining her hair. You all thought I didn't like Broadway, and Lisa just sucked. No.
I did not, and I directed that one.
Well, then you should have known
man.
it, Lisa.
When you don't get the answer right, I mean, just immediately, it just puts you in agony, doesn't it?
Hey, we're even. We're equal.
Yep,
We're good.
yep. If the answer is correct, let's check it out.
Of course it is.
Agony! Yep, from Into the Woods. Good
Yes,
stuff.
it is.
1 point for each of them.
Yep.
All right, let's check out our next song. No More Talk of Darkness. Sean.
Forget these wide-eyed fears. I'm here with you, beside you,
Yep.
to guard you and to guide you. That would be from Phantom of the Opera.
Uh-huh.
That is all I ask of you.
Yep.
Yeah.
Can I tell you how much I love this game tonight? This is amazing. I've got the best seat in the house. Let's check out Lisa.
No, he's right.
All right, if
He's
you
totally
say so.
right.
All right, let's see what the
Totally
final
right.
answer is.
Yep.
Indeed, it is All I Ask of You from
Totally
Phantom
right.
of the Opera.
I
Good
knew
stuff.
what it was.
Good stuff. 2 points for Sean. Let's check out our next song. There's a bright golden haze on the meadow. I think that was Lisa.
Oklahoma.
Oklahoma. We're not going to get a rendition from you?
No, I hate Oklahoma.
I do too.
It's the very beginning, and I don't know the name. I just had to get it, so you can take the name.
Oh, what a beautiful morning!
Yeah.
Oh, what a beautiful day! I got a beautiful feeling. Everything's going my way. Jared, you've totally got this. You've got all these. You can sing. You gotta get into production now.
I'm not doing ever.
Just give up. Just give up.
Right, give up all the metal crap and
right?
just
Yes.
Oh, okay.
Hey, I was in Oklahoma, and it's a shock.
No, you're
that
in
I was-
Missouri.
I know.
I don't know how
Well,
much you've had to drink in your coffee tonight, but
Not enough. I was in
All
that
right.
show, and I'm surprised I became a theater teacher.
right. All right, let's check out what the answers are. Whoa, that's a point for each of them. Oh, Speedy Gonzalez. Leave
our next
expectations
one.
at the door.
Ooh.
Stumped you, perhaps?
No, there's yes, because there's a show going on, right? That's what I'm thinking. You leave expectations at the door because there's a show going on, and you can't have any type of you.
Okay, sing it. I want to hear you sing it. First line.
Leave expectations at the door.
That did not help.
No, I don't have it yet.
Second line, read it.
Second line is just let your eyes explore.
Okay. Pippin.
Pimpin'.
Pippin.
Pippin' ain't easy.
It must not be then. I thought it was the opening number for Pippin.
Okay.
No.
I was thinking something from the post golden age. It's got to be 60s, 70s. I don't know what it is.
Leave expectations at the door. Another opening, another show from Kiss Me Kate.
Okay, that's a good guess.
I have no idea.
I'll take another lifeline.
Oh, there you go.
Producer.
Smart man. Peek at the producer.
He's got the music back there.
What? Yeah.
It's not Kiss Me Kate. I can tell you that.
That was your hint?
That's all he can
Right,
tell you.
yeah. Heck of a hint.
We've lost camera 2.
Okay, everybody freeze.
Freeze.
Now I'm going to have to sit here and think about it.
Is
Don't
it back?
think. We're pausing.
Is it back, Josh?
Now it's back. Yep.
Okay. Doesn't matter. I have to think.
Would you like to use another lifeline on this one?
Yes, I will take another lifeline of the
Initials
the
of
audience.
Ask the audience?
Ask the audience. Ask the audience.
All right, audience, make it loud. What you got?
No effing clue.
No effing
Ask
clue.
the audience. The
A
audience
great production.
during my shows would sit back in my office and sleep.
I might have watched them once or twice before the actual.
Leave
Must have been some riveting content.
I'm gonna just throw it out there. I don't because I don't it seems like it would be from Cabaret. That's what I'm guessing.
It could
No!
be. What?
Chicago?
Chicago.
Hmm.
No. I like
Name off
Cabaret
scene
better.
musicals? Cabin Boy?
Okay, all right. Well, at some point, I've got to call it, and that point is right now. So, let's see who the points go to. The answer is Land of Lola from
haven't
Kinky
even
Boots.
seen the show, so I have no idea. There we go.
No points on that one.
Oh,
No
I didn't
points
have
at all.
I've never seen the show.
Luckily for you guys, we've got 2 more. Let's try our next one. The Theater's So Obsessed.
Nope. Can we have the next line, the second line?
Yes, with Dramas So Depressed.
Do the initials of the show.
TP.
The initials of the show are TP.
That's the initials of the
As
show.
in toilet paper.
TP. I have no idea. The theater's so obsessed.
Tammy's.
Is there something called the? I think there's something called the prom.
The Producers.
Hey!
Yes!
I mean, let's see if that's the answer. What's the name of the song?
Keep it gay.
Keep it gay. Way to go, Sean. Keeping it gay.
We'll split
with the
those
producers.
points, maybe.
Yeah.
We can split those. Okay.
No, that's 1 point for Sean with the producers.
Thank you.
Yep, you're welcome. We got one more, Lisa. You can still make your way on the board.
I was going to suck at this.
Nope.
Is this
You
for
still
all the
got-
points?
Yeah, sure.
Not quite. Let's check it out. We got one more. When you feel sad or under the curse.
Oh!
Lesa.
All for the best Godspell.
Told you you'd get it. Did she get it? Of course she got it. I would have never let you live that down had you missed it. Just
I
saying.
would have been pissed off.
Okay, so 2 points for Lesa on that. Good stuff. Good game, guys. We're going to continue the fun and fury. Sure. You're going to go on commercial, and we'll be right back. Stick around. Back we are. Why am I speaking like this? Well, you'll see in just a minute, perhaps. Guess the song. It's reverse.
I knew he was going to do this to me.
Yes, indeed. And here we are.
Oh, I hate you.
All right. 30 seconds of a song, Sean, and we're going to play it backwards. We're going to need you to tell us what the name of the song is and what the production is from. First one to buzz in will get a point for either or both answers if they're correct. Are we ready?
Unfortunately.
Lesa.
Dream Girls.
Okay.
It's the hardest song on Broadway. And I'm telling you, I'm not going.
Okay. Sean, do you think she's right? Do you think she's full of baloney?
I think that sounds correct, yes.
Okay. Let's see if that is indeed the correct answer. And I'm telling you.
Man, that is the only time I've ever gotten anything on that stupid game.
Right? That got her 2 points, as a matter of fact. Good stuff.
Oh my
Well played,
gosh.
Lesa. Well played. I got the full title and everything, which I did not. So, for the record, there you go. Let's hear our next song.
I have no idea the song, but I think it's from Dear Evan Hansen.
Okay.
But I don't know that musical well enough yet to know what it is.
Sean, any guesses?
No.
Okay.
No.
What if I gave you 520? It's 20-some thousand guesses. Let's see what the answer is. Of course, it's Seasons of Love by Ren. 525,000.
I think I'm trying to forget that song.
Tough.
It is.
Okay.
I actually think I'm trying to forget that song.
Yeah.
Same. I saw that at the Fox Theater in St. Louis.
No.
You could do that. You
Just
could
me.
do one of those roles, Jared.
I don't know.
Yeah, you could.
That. See, so here's the thing with me with musicals. That one's not my cup of tea, so I can't really get too invested in it as a performer, which is weird. But I have to enjoy it.
Well, but as we've discussed,
if I'm
you
selling
don't
it to
know
somebody,
about
I have
this,
to be
but
bought
as
on it.
we've discussed, it is my goal to get the local musicians to do a charity event in which we do a musical with all of the local musicians and do it concert style, and they can provide their own music and be the characters, and I'll direct it.
I think that's an awesome idea.
Yes.
I'm so on board.
Yeah.
So
that's
on
what I would
board.
like to do.
All right,
Yes.
let's check out our next song, ladies and gents.
I know this. Oh, okay.
Lesa.
It's from Hamilton.
Okay.
Burn.
Burn from Hamilton. Sean?
No clue.
No clue from Hamilton. Let's see if those are correct answers. Satisfied. That does give you 1 point for Hamilton, though.
I figured out it was Hamilton because she was rapping it, but I thought it was the other one.
That's fair. That's fair.
You got it.
I'm going to freeze right here. Hang on, Josh. I just realized why Sean is so dark.
Ta-da!
Okay.
All right, let's check out our next song.
Tradition, Fiddler on the Roof.
All right.
Oh, wait.
Sean?
No, it's not Tradition.
Yeah, Sean.
It's the other one, the other big one. I'll give it to you. Ya da 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 da. All day long I've been a da da da. If I were a wealthy man.
They're all the same song.
That's how I feel about all this.
If I were a rich man. Ya da 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 da.
Yep.
You were good at this.
Right?
This is.
She's a pool shark.
Really?
She's
I
a
mean,
pool
this-
shark.
come on.
I've directed all these stupid things except for Hamilton.
How are you hearing this? That's really
The
good.
the la 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 la, that part is what stuck out probably, because backwards it's saying, "Isn't this a Broadway song?" But reverse it sounds like la 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 la. All right, I think. Let's see if that's the correct
sounded
answer.
like singing it. But
right.
okay.
If I were a rich man, Fiddler on the Roof.
Yes.
Yeah.
Well done.
I get 2 points for that.
Well done.
Yeah. she's on that. She ain't gonna let any points slide off of her board.
Right.
All right, let's check out our next one.
I'm gonna guess that it's from an Andrew Lloyd Webber musical.
I thought that, but I don't think so. Cat's Memory.
I don't know, but let's check out the answer.
Yeah.
It's amazing how you can hear a song in reverse and still feel the emotion of it.
Oh my
It's crazy.
gosh. Okay.
All right. Good stuff. Let's try another one, shall we? Sounds like Lisa at 2 a.m.
I have no idea. It is. It's me going through the house chasing the cat and falling over a couch.
That was a big old hell note.
I don't
Yeah.
know what.
Yeah?
I have not a clue.
No clue.
Taking guesses from anybody in the house?
Yeah, like if you come up with one, I'd be shocked.
Hey, I got Fiddler, and that was the only one I got.
Yeah?
Did we get
Josh, you got anything?
Something from Sweeney Todd?
Ooh.
No, that was way
no.
too tonal.
No.
Yeah.
That is actually more
Wait, are you saying
operatic.
that Sweeney Todd lacks tone?
Yes.
I thought we had something here.
I want to direct that.
Sweeney
I
Todd's my
wanted to
favorite
direct
musical.
that
All
one,
right,
too.
let's see what the answer is. On My Own, Les
I should have known that too.
Mis. No
should've known
points.
that.
No points. We got one more song. It's the last song. Let's check it out.
got to be Cabaret from Cabaret.
Okay.
Got to be.
Okay. Lisa, you think so? Do you think otherwise?
I have not a clue.
Okay. Let's see what the answer is. And all that
Another C
jazz.
one. Other C one. Okay.
All right. Well, we're going to take a commercial break. We'll either put this next game on Patreon or we'll come back and see you. We're still just to be determined. Stick around. All right, we're back, and we have tallied the points with our substitute tally maker, mister. And let's see who the big winner is. Can I get a drum roll, please? And the winner and recipient of the Audio Roast Tony Award goes to Lesa Bettencourt! 19 to 11. Well played. Well played.
Oh, this is about like Jared's.
Alrighty then.
That's a Tony.
Right.
Woo!
Well, who would have saw this coming?
I would like to thank the audience because you like me. You really like me. Oh my God, you really like me.
We do. We do like you. Hashtag Broadway Justice for Julia prevails.
Yay!
Lesa, thank you so much for your time, for
Thank
being
you.
on the show, and being a part of the Audio Roast. I really do appreciate having you here.
Yes.
You help a lot, and it was my pleasure to be able to kind of give back to you today.
Thank you. Thank you.
And I didn't wait until March for your birthday to make this happen. I couldn't wait. You deserved it. So
Thank you so much.
now the win, I don't know about it. You
I
may
don't
or
know
may
about
not
that.
deserve that.
I don't know
We had some rigged stuff back there, if you know
Oh
what I'm
my
saying.
God.
So yeah. Sean, thank you so much for coming and being a part of the show. Where can people find, follow, or hear you next?
Just check us out. I run the opera. Check us out at www.ozarkslyricopera.com. We got an original opera that is a horror gothic opera coming at the end of September. Would love to see everybody out.
Yeah, absolutely. I'm like I said, I'm super happy to have had the opportunity to actually chit chat with you. I don't think we really had a chance to do that very much, so it was really my pleasure. So thank you so much for being on the show, Sean.
Absolutely.
And Lesa,
Yes.
good game.
Thank you.
Don't forget that times are hard for everybody right now, so may your cup of coffee and your love of music be strong, even if it's Broadway, and your sense of humor be even stronger. We'll see you right here next week at 5 o'clock.
Happy Labor Day.
Happy Labor Day.
Go Wobblies!